Hello everybody, it's Maikito. I hope everybody's having a good day and has had a good day so far. There is good games tomorrow, a lot of Europa League games. It's not like Champions League where it's 4 games in one day, 4 games in the other, so we have small slates there. In Europa, they play all of them at the same time. Same thing with the Conference League. They never have player props for the Conference League, at least not most of the times. So these player props are going to be for the Europa League, and then the money lines are going to be for both. And just like last video, if I do have any edit plays, that will be in the pinned comment. But just like last video, I likely won't have any because I pretty much had the same work schedule as I did yesterday for today. Which is why one, I didn't have any edit plays, and two, why this video is a little later than what I usually do because I've been busy. But I still want to give a video for you guys. A late video is always better than no video. So like I mentioned, if I do have any edit plays, which I might not, they will be in the pinned comment. But I'll get straight into the picks. And the first play that I found that I like is Adrian Sut to go hard in 0.5 shots playing away from home for FCSB, going up against Lyon. He's averaged 1.51 shots per 90 in the Europa League, so over a shot a game, and he's gotten over in 8 out of the 9 games that he has played, only missed one. And he went over in the first leg and took 2 shots, and he just needs one in this game. He lost the first game. FCSB lost the first game by 2, so they need to be aggressive. He's a long shot taker. He's taken 8 from inside the box. 8 from outside the box, 6 from inside the box so far in the Europa League, and he's pretty versatile as well, with 9 with his right, 3 headers, and 2 left. 2 with his left. And Lyon are not a good defense necessarily. They have still allowed 13.5 shots and 12.7 shots in League One, which is the French league, and the Europa League respectively, and they're weak in aerial duels. And 4 of Sut's shots have come from set pieces. He's 6'1", so he's a pretty tall guy. He will be in there for those set pieces, so he can take the shot, whether it's a long shot, whether it's a header during set pieces, whether it's just a normal shot during set pieces. He's gonna have the opportunities. They need to be aggressive. It's just whether he takes a shot or not. He has played full minutes and has started and played the full game. In every single game they're down, they need to be aggressive again. Not just like the line, it's just 1 shot. So like Adrian Sut to go higher than 0.5 shots. The second player prop that I found that I like is Patrick Dorgu to go higher than 0.5 shots playing at home for Manchester United, going up against Real Sociedad. He's played 5 games since joining United and has gone over in 4 out of 5. He's been playing as an attacking wingback or a left mid in a 3-4-2-1. He is a tank. And he plays full minutes when he can. In the 6 total games that he's played with United, he has played full minutes in 4 out of the 6. One game where he didn't play, he got subbed out at halftime because it was just a tactical sub and they were down. And the second one, he got a red card. So if he's available to play, they will play him. And he used to play, the team that he joined before being here was for Lecce. And in that team, he played as a left back instead of a left mid. He played in the more defensive role. And he still averaged 1.76 shots per 90 in the league. So you average close to 2 shots. We just need him to take 1 in the more attacking role. And Sociedad's defense is much better at home. If you just look at the shots they allow, they go from allowing 10.1 and 10.8 shots at home in the league and the Europa League, all the way up to 13.8 and 13 shots when they played away from home in the league and the Europa League. So he went over in the first game, took 1 shot. He's a long shot taker as well. When you look at his shots from the Serie A, which is where he played earlier this season, since there's much more data for that, he took 20 from inside the box, 16 from outside the box, and he's also relatively versatile as well. 25 with his left, 6 with his right, 5 headers, and he took 1 shot in the first game. He's left-footed, hence why 25 of his shots have been with his left. But in the shot he took in the first game, it was with his right. So whether it's with his right, whether it's with his left, if he gets those opportunities, he will. He will be overlapping. He's always up there in the attack. We just need him to take 1, and so that allow a decent amount of shots. It's a tied game at home. They will be aggressive. I like the line as well at 0.5. So I like Patrick Dorgu to go higher than 0.5 shots. The last player prop that I found that I like is Jorrel Hato to go higher than 2 tackles playing away from home for Ajax, going up against Frankfurt. He's at 2+ in 7 out of the 10 Europa League games. That's a 70% hit rate, at least push. And in the games that he went under, at least 2 of them. One of them was another player that got subbed out at halftime due to a tactical sub. And on the other one, the opposing team got a red card really early on, so they couldn't really attack at all. So he had no chance to get the tackles. He's averaged 2.2 tackles and 2.5 tackles in the Eredivisie and in the Europa League. And I'm very, very, very confident that he gets 2. It's just whether he gets that third, and I believe he will. Frankfurt are only up by 1, so they're still going to be attacking. And now they're at home where they'll attack even more. So he will have those opportunities. Besides, they like to attack down the wings, and their attacks mainly come from the right side. And he plays as a left back, which means the Frankfurt attacks are going to come from his side. Hence why he had to in that first game. So he also plays up and attacks, and he will attack because they lost the first game. So one, he's going to have opportunities to get those tackles just because Frankfurt's going to be at home and they're going to be attacking. And whenever Ajax has the ball and they're up and attacking, he's going to be up there and attacking. When they lose the ball, he has chances to tackle when they lose it to try to get the ball back. And again, because they lost, they will try to get that ball back and be aggressive because they need to score. He will get the opportunities. He's a consistent player that consistently gets you 2 tackles, and it's whether he gets that third, I believe he will. I like the line, so like Jorrel Hato to go higher than 2 tackles. Before I get into the money lines, quickly, if you guys please could like the video and comment. It helps boost the video to more people. And if you want to get the videos out even earlier, I do have the memberships available for those that want to support the channel and get the videos out earlier. If not, you can always just subscribe, turn on notifications, and get notified whenever it does go out public. Either way, you're supporting the channel, and I really do appreciate you guys. Same whether you use my links for Outlier, Underdog, PrizePicks, Fliff, anything. I really do appreciate it and thank anybody who supports me in any way. But I do have 2 plays for when it comes to money lines, and the first one is Tottenham to qualify going up against AZ. You can currently get this for -155. You could take them just normal for them to win. It's more juice. You could take them to win by 2 at plus money. But for this one, for me, it's a good combination of both. Pretty safe, and you're getting good value on it. For this to happen, they would either Tottenham would have to win by 2, or they would have to win by 1 and then go on and win in extra time and penalties. And it's just safer because if you just take their money line or their -1.5, which automatically puts them through to qualify, if they go to extra time and they only win by 1, then that's it. You don't get any money because they usually just count those by the first 90 minutes, not extra time. So with this one, it's just safer just in case they do go to extra time. So I like this. And Tottenham are pretty closer and getting closer and closer to being full strength after having all those injuries. The only main key injuries that they still have is Kulusevski and Dragusin. And when it comes to Dragusin, he's a center back for them, but they picked up Danso from Lecce, so he's a good pickup that replaced him. And Kulusevski, while he is a good playmaker, they still have good players like Madison and Son and Johnson that can play make for them. So they still have a good squad. They pretty much are full strength again. And they actually played each other in the group stage as well with rotated players, not the squad they're playing now, which is even stronger than what they played in that game. And they won 1-0 in that game. They have Solanke, Udogi, like I mentioned, they have Madison, Son, and Johnson. So they have a good team. And AZ, just from their shots allowed, they go from allowing 9.8 shots at home to 15.6 away. So that's a big gap in the amount of shots that they allow. And Tottenham always have a lot of attacking situations. They always shoot a lot. So if they allow those shots to Tottenham, who will be desperate and need to win, they will score. And this correlates with that first game. Even with that rotated squad at home, Tottenham still took 16 shots in that first game. And in the 4 home games that Tottenham have played in the Europa League, they have 3 wins and 1 draw. This is where they can get just that moment of whether it's 1 goal in the first 90 minutes or going to extra time. They haven't been doing great in the Premier League, so this is the one bright spot that they have in this season. So they have to try to get anything that they can to save their season. And at the end of the day, this might be crazy, but I trust Tottenham. You can call it a gut call if you want to, but I like this. I like Tottenham to qualify for -155 going up against AZ. And the second play that I found that I like is the Chelsea -1.5 for -110 going up against Copenhagen. They won the first game 2-1 away from home, but they're still at the end of the day only up by 1. And the reason why is because in that first game they played a lot of rotated players and a lot of young players, and they had to sub in the starters to be able to pick up that win. So they know that they can't take this team lightly, and now they're at home. Besides, even if you look at Copenhagen's away games, when they played in that they have played in the Conference League, they had to go to the qualifiers in the playoffs. They played Heidenheim, lost that first game, and then when they played away from home in the second game, they beat them 1-3. But Heidenheim, first of all, hasn't been a good team at all in the Bundesliga, and even then, when they played away, they still gave them 22 shots, with 7 of those being on target. So they had plenty of opportunities to concede. So they got relatively lucky. The next away game they lost 3-0 to Rapid win, and then the game before that, they barely scraped a 1-2 win against Minsk, who were 33 out of 36 in the teams that they played. They played one of the worst teams and barely scraped the game against them. And they tied against Betis 1-1 against a rotated Betis squad who wasn't full strength at all. So they haven't even played well when they've played away games in the Conference League. And Chelsea, at the end of the day, have still scored 28 goals in 7 Conference League games. So that's an average of 4 goals a game. And besides, I also want to add this in there as well because Palmer hasn't been playing great the last couple games, hasn't contributed to a goal or assist in, I believe, like, what is it, like 8 games now. So my gut tells me he's going to contribute in some way. I'm not saying to take him. I'm just saying something tells me he's going to want to come back with a vengeance. And Chelsea in general and the Conference League have converted 42% of the shots on target that they have taken. And if they allow anywhere near the amount of shots on target that they gave to Heidenheim, a worse team, at 7, Chelsea can take the same, if not more, and convert a lot of them. And you're getting good value here at the end of the day. Like I said, they've only won by 1 in that first game. And now they're at home, so they want to put on the show for their home fans. So Chelsea -1.5 or -110 going up against Copenhagen. Thank you everybody for watching. Quickly going over last video's picks. Clearly, I'm not wearing the robe. I don't think I deserve to wear the robe. It's not like it was a bad day or anything. It was a 2-2 day. 1-1 on player props and 1-1 on money lines. The 2 that did hit was Griezmann to get that shot on target, and good thing I took that shot on target instead of the quote-unquote safe play at 1.5 because they only took 1 shot that game and it was on target, so we hit on that. And then we had PSV to score against Arsenal. I knew they weren't going to lie down. They ended up scoring 2, so that came through for us. And the 2 that missed was Mings to get a tackle. That one, in my opinion, only missed because Brugge got a red card early onto the game, so they couldn't even attack, so he didn't have any opportunities. So that was just unlucky on our end. The read was still great in my opinion, but Brugge had that red card, but at the end of the day, we still missed. And then we have Portsmouth to win against Plymouth, playing against the worst away team. They conceded 2 goals, so it was just... The read was great in my opinion, but we just had some bad luck. But hopefully we can come back from that, have a good day tomorrow, and I believe we will. I really like these plays, so like I mentioned, if I do have any added plays, they will be in the pinned comment either later tonight or tomorrow. We'll see if I can. And then I do have the Discord linked in the description, completely free, not a premium. I don't hide any picks. It's just for those that want to talk about their plays, look at other people's plays, talk during the games, talk about other sports, just in general, good community I'm trying to build over there. So you're more than welcome to join. Link in the description. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.